Have you ever been in a conversation where there's like 3, 4, or 5 people and you, and all those people are like, yeah, etc.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, he's great. He's great. He's awesome, etc.
And you're just sitting there with your jaw open like, what do I say now? What those people are very good at is small talk, something you might be struggling with right now. Would you like to learn how to do small talk better? Here are 9 tips on how to help you with small talk. Number 1, steer away from big talk. Big talk is anything personal, like anything you really don't want to talk about in a conversation when you're first meeting somebody. Big talk is something like this. I have really bad gas and oh my god, I swear like 12 species will go extinct if I let one rip. Something like that. Steer away from big talk. That is personal subject matter. You would like to talk about something that's non-personal, which is small talk. Number 2, discuss non-important stuff. Non-important stuff is like the weather, music, movies, TV, etc. Hey, do you know that they're making a new Ninja Turtles movie? Oh my god, I can't believe that. I really miss the old TV show when it was like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So how about them Phillies? How are they doing? Man, I miss when they were really good. I remember they won the World Series on my birthday in 2008. Stuff like that. Very unimportant stuff. Non-personal stuff. I hope you get the idea. Personal is stuff about your armpits or your butt crack or your feet. Steer away from that. Stuff that's unimportant, like, hey, I just bought this shirt today, like really, really awesome. Like, you get the distinction by now. Number 3, if you are not knowledgeable in the subject matter of the conversation, just say so. I'm not knowledgeable about rap music, can you tell me a little more? Oh yeah, there's this rapper named Mike Fonzarelli Roberts, he's really good. Number 4, do not be afraid of what the other person is talking about. If there are some movies, music, and TV that you really like, but you are ashamed of liking because you're afraid the other person will hate it, don't be afraid of that. Say if you're a fan of like Katy Perry or somebody like that, and somebody says, oh, I hate her, don't be afraid of that. It may feel like that person just stabbed you in the stomach and said, you're a terrible person for liking Katy Perry. I think she's hot. Don't think that. We all have different opinions. I'm pretty sure you have something else in common with that person. It doesn't mean like they're hurting you or they're killing you by saying what you like is terrible. That could create some boundaries in your conversation. The fact that you're not ashamed to say what you like means you're very confident in yourself, and that could show the other person that you're not insecure. Being secure is actually a big turn on. Being insecure is a turn off. Be secure, my friend. Be very secure. But still don't go, ugh. Number 5. Ask open-ended questions. Open-ended questions are questions that begin with who, what, where, when, why, how, those kind of words. You ask, what did you do this weekend? How long have you been working here? Where do you like to go for fun? How did you get to know the manager of the place you work at? Where were you when some guy's pants fell down and he had to pull them up and you laughed at him? This will help you get responses instead of yes or no. If you ask something like, do you like rap music? Do you like rock music? Do you like to drink? You're gonna either get yes, no, kinda, or maybe. You wanna hear more words than that. So ask questions that start with who, what, where, when, why, or how, just so you get them talking a little more. And that way you can keep the conversation going. Number 6, try not to talk about yourself. Put a lot of focus on the other person that you're talking to. Pretend like you're the host instead of the guest of a party. Be like, what did you do last night? What are you up to? Oh, that's cool. Your personal problems may be on your mind, but they don't matter when you're first starting to get to know somebody. When you get to know them, you can talk about yourself quite a lot. Please put more focus on them. Pretend you're the host instead of the guest. Number 7, tell a funny story that relates to the subject matter you're talking about. For instance, it's summertime and you like to talk about what you do in the summer, just tell a story about a summer that took place in your past. For instance, when I was 11 years old, I had this 12-year-old friend of mine that just kicked the ball somewhere, and she was like, she scores! A neighbor heard her talk and was like, shut up before I break your neck! They would be rolling on the floor laughing their butts off, and that's because you are funny. Number 8, just tell the person, I'm having trouble with small talk, can you help me? Not only will this help you with small talk, but it will get the other person knowing a little more about you that you struggle with it. Then they will respect you in a unique way, unlike they do to all their other friends. And then they'll tell you some things like I've told you in this video. Number 9, if you're sitting there listening to a bunch of people talk in a conversation and you have nothing to say, just sit there and listen. A lot of people do that. They may be talking a lot, but those that aren't talking are just sitting there listening, and they're enjoying themselves. What they're talking about might be amusing, and you might find it funny. Being a good listener is actually great when it comes to conversations. So those are my 9 tips on how to learn how to do small talk.
610 Productions.